Tonight's other news, activist Mahmoud Khalil is back home tonight with his wife and infant son after a judge ordered that he be released on bail from a federal detention center. Federal immigration agents arrested Khalil more than 3 months ago, the first person detained in President Trump's crackdown on pro-Palestinian student protests. The 30-year-old former Columbia University graduate student is a legal U.S. resident. He says he was targeted because he's an immigrant who criticized the administration.
Whether you are a citizen, an immigrant, anyone on this land, you're not illegal. That doesn't make you less of a human. And this is what the administration is trying to do, to dehumanize me, to dehumanize the immigrants, to dehumanize anyone who actually does not agree.
In ordering his release, the federal judge said it would be highly, highly unusual for the Trump administration to continue to detain Khalil because he's unlikely to flee and he hasn't been accused of violence. Millions of Americans are under an extreme heat warning tonight with even higher temperatures ahead. The first heat wave of the year is forecast to stretch from the Midwest to the East Coast this weekend and through next week. The National Weather Service predicts triple-digit temperatures in some cities. The Weather Service warns this heat wave could be especially dangerous because it's the first of the summer and our bodies aren't acclimated to the heat yet. So they advise everybody to take extra precautions.
General fatigue, headache, people might start to get confused or dizzy. Their muscles might start to cramp up or you feel nauseous. That's really when you need to start getting inside, starting to hydrate. And you can use, cold ice packs or, towels with cold water to really start to cool down.
The National Weather Service also says high temperatures will likely begin in the mornings. That will make the days feel oppressively hot. Congressional Republicans have hit a big roadblock in their plans to reform and cut spending for the SNAP program, what's commonly called food stamps. It's part of President Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill that the Senate is considering. Overnight, the Senate parliamentarians said a provision forcing states to pay a bigger share of the food assistance program does not meet budget rules. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that the plan would cut benefits for more than 1 million people. Senate Republicans want to pass the bill by a self-imposed deadline of the 4th of July. Salvage workers raised the wreckage of a super yacht as investigators seek answers about why it sank in the Mediterranean last summer, killing many of those on board. In August, strong storms and extreme wind flooded the boat. Investigators say it sank within a few minutes. Today, it was lifted out of the waters off Sicily for closer examination. A British tech magnate, his teenage daughter, and 5 others died aboard the vessel. And one of the most striking sights from the 2024 Olympic Games will now be a regular fixture in the City of Lights. You may recall that the Olympic cauldron for those games took the form of a helium balloon floating over the city. Now it's been rebranded the Paris Cauldron, and it'll be aloft this summer over the Tuileries Garden, a public space next to the Louvre. The cauldron will rise again for each of the next 3 summers. Still to come on PBS News Weekend, the Trump administration pulls the plug on a suicide hotline for LGBTQ+ youth. And Rick Steves takes us on a journey through his career as a travel writer.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.